Welcome to the trial of the Conqueror guide in Hollow Knight. This is the second challenge in Colosseum of the Fools, which rewards Pale Ore as well as 2000 Geo. Start right away with Heavy Fool, which for me is similar to Heavy Sentry from City of Tears. Either charge forward or makes jump attack. Although I prefer to attack him from above, you might be careful when he jumps. I'll not explain every single combination of enemies, especially if they are from the previous challenge, but I'll show full gameplay. On wave 2, one armor squid appear on each side of the room. With Shaman Stone you can one-shot them with an ability, assuming you will hit them. Then the same thing but with spikes on the floor. Wait for them to spawn, focus the single one before the second one aggros. As in previous encounters, fighting against Winged Fool is the easiest whenever you are on top of him. You can easily hit once between each wave. Primal Aspid is always unwelcome, so try to one-shot them with a spell. Would be preferred to line them up with other enemies. It's very important to remember you can bounce off the spikes on the floor with your nail. Learning it might take a while, but it's very useful. Volatile Bruisers should not cause any issues, just secure the high ground. At that point you can chill and heal, or wait for them to come and kill them with the nail so you recharge your souls. There are few ways to deal with this wave. Either stand and fight, or stick to the wall and wait for them to kill themselves. For me personally, once I found out how to kill bellflies with the nail, I do it every time because it's so satisfying. When it comes to fighting hoppers, try not to be between them, and you should have no issues dealing with them. When it comes to fighting one great hopper, you must learn how to kite and damage at the same time. It looked easy, so the next challenge is the same enemy, but in much smaller space. I would advise to learn dodging with a single dash. Once you are comfortable with it, then use single nail hit in between. Sometimes bugged and makes this weird double jump, and I don't know if it can be avoided. Don't forget to heal every time there is no enemy. At wave 11, if you stand in the middle, then you are surrounded from all sides. Perfect ability for that case is the Sending Dark, as it gives you invincibility and does damage all around you. Whenever you have mixed enemies, try to focus the one that's hardest for you. In my case, it's Armored Squid. Heavy Fool can be annoying because he sometimes fakes attacks. Now probably the hardest part. The floor is covered with spikes and you need to bounce off the walls in order to not fall down. You'll probably be fine fighting every single enemy with downward attack and jumping off their heads, but it's not the only way of fighting. Whenever you cast a spell, it stops you in the place. For example, casting Abyss Shriek will damage everyone above you, as well as keep you static in the air. Luckily this part is short, so I believe you can make it. I would say don't hesitate to use spells in order to kill hard enemies. You don't need to try efficiently kill them with a single spell. The easier time killing them you have, the less souls you will be spending healing. In the final waves, unique enemy will appear. Battle Obel looks pretty harmless, all it does is fly and sometimes speed projectiles in 4 directions. You will always be safe standing directly below, above or on the side. I advise to clear single side of the room and then move slowly to the other one. Fighting many battle obels at once is pretty risky. When they are far away you have a lot of time to heal. They are also pretty easy to kill, so you can recharge some souls. Since they are pretty easy, then I am too confident and I'm making many mistakes. Don't do that. This is the final wave before the boss, so save up your souls to have easier time later on. The boss for this trial is 2 Oblobbles. All they do is fly and from time to time stop and shoot projectiles in all directions. Once you kill a single one, the other one goes crazy and does everything faster. So flies faster and shoots faster. It's up to you which tactic you prefer. Either focus one down and then deal with the enraged second Oblobbles, or try to damage them evenly and as soon as you kill one, then burst the second one with the spells. I prefer the second approach, but I've seen people finding the first one safer. When I see them line up, I try to hit them with Vengeful Spirit. My preferred charms for this combat are Mark of Pride and Shaman Stone. Then depending how many charm notches are left, Quick Slash, Soul Catcher, Dream Wielder, whatever I feel like using. Alternative charm strategy is to using Weaver Song with Grab Song and Sprint Master to boost them. Your Spider Wings will deal with some enemies as well as give you a lot of souls. I would say it's mainly when you have issue with Great Hopper or when a floor is covered with spikes. I don't advise using any healing charms, there is enough time to heal. What you might need to have is something that will help you recharge souls, like Soul Catcher or Dream Wielder or Grab Song. That was all for this guide, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.